Five news stories for you. Firstly, a few updates on Russia-Ukraine conflict. General mobilization has been ordered in Donetsk People's Republic DPR. Secondly, Ethiopia is set to start generation of power from GERD tomorrow. Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam will start producing electricity from tomorrow. Thirdly, viewers, Afar protested in front of Ethiopian embassy in the US yesterday, but it seems that a very small number of protesters was seen there in front of the embassy. Lastly, UN says that all its officials detained in Ethiopia have been released. A few hours ago, Stefan Dujarric, UN spokesperson, in a press briefing talked about UN officials who were detained in Ethiopia. And lastly, viewers, Ethiopians are commemorating the sacrifice of 30,000 Ethiopians today. 30,000 Ethiopians were killed in 1937. February 12 is commemorated as Yekatit 12, February 12, because on that day Italians massacred 30,000 Ethiopians in Addis Ababa. A monument was built in Addis Ababa. Some ceremonies are being seen in Addis Ababa. Firstly, viewers, Donbass region. In Donbass, there is DPR and LPR. DPR, Donetsk People's Republic, from where evacuation of citizens is ongoing. So far, 25,000 citizens of Donetsk People's Republic have left this region and they have entered the Rostov zone of Russia. Secondly, the president of this self-proclaimed country, DPR, Leonid Pasternak, has ordered general mobilization. All men aged between 18 and 55 have been banned from leaving the region. They have been told to report to military headquarters. They've been told to report at military headquarters for registration. The military is calling upon all able-bodied citizens to register for general mobilization. DPR, LPR both say that Ukraine is about to attack the two zones, while the US says that Russia is about to attack Ukraine. Let's see. We'll keep you updated. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian controversial dam GERD is going to start producing electricity from tomorrow. All preparations have been completed. Testing has been done. Tomorrow, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD will start producing power. Ethiopia faced pressure from its neighboring countries, from the US, from the West, to stop the filling of the dam. But despite international pressure, Ethiopia pressed ahead with the second filling last year. Now the dam is all set to produce electricity. Tomorrow it will start generating power. How much power will it generate tomorrow? What is going to be the response of Sudan and Egypt? Will update you tomorrow about this development. Thirdly, viewers, Afar protested a few hours ago in the US. I told you 3 days ago that Afar planning a protest in front of Ethiopian embassy in the US. Afars are angry that Ethiopian government is not helping the people, the forces, the militias of Afar who are on their own, were fighting Tigray forces, which launched an attack on Afar last month. Protest was held in front of Ethiopian embassy in Washington a few hours ago in the US, but the number of participants was not very impressive. Have a look at these pictures. The pictures show a far protest in front of Ethiopian embassy in the US. You can see some banners, some placards with writing, "We want justice." No, we don't see any slogans against Ethiopian government. No condemnation of the silence of Ethiopian government as well. People did say that we won't be silent, but they're not openly criticizing Ethiopian government. So it was a symbolic protest. You can see that not very large number of people turned up to participate in this protest. Instead, we saw a large protest in front of US State Department in which all Ethiopian diaspora members who were pro-government, they participated. And that protest was against the US government, against the bill passed at US Foreign Affairs Committee to impose further sanctions on parties to Ethiopian conflict. But in this protest in front of Ethiopian embassy, a very small number of people attended this protest. Fourthly, viewers, Ethiopia has released all UN officials who were in prison. Stephen Dujarric, UN Secretary General spokesperson, a few hours ago in a press briefing in New York confirmed that all UN officials who were taken into custody by Ethiopian government after the imposition of national emergency last year have been released. 3 were in prison when Amina Mohammed, UN Deputy Secretary General, visited Ethiopia more than a week ago. She raised this issue with Ethiopian authorities. 2 were released and the last one has also been released. So now there is no UN official detained in Ethiopia. Most of the detained UN officials were from Tigray, they were Tigrayans, but all have been released according to Stephen Dujarric, who is UN Secretary General's spokesperson. And lastly, viewers, Ethiopians are commemorating the sacrifice of 30,000 Ethiopians who were massacred by Italians in 1937. Today, Martyrs Day is being observed in Addis Ababa. In Addis Ababa, a monument was built to commemorate an incident which happened in 1937. In 1937, an assassination attempt was made on an Italian military officer, Marshal Rodolfo Graziani, and in retaliation, Italians massacred thousands of Ethiopians in just 3 days. It is said that in just Addis Ababa, more than 30,000 Ethiopians were killed in just 3 days in retaliation for assassination attempt on Italian Marshal Rodolfo Graziani. Today, some ceremonies are being held because the incident happened on the 12th of February Ethiopian calendar. So that is why, since today is 12th of February, Ethiopian calendar date, that is why ceremonies are underway. And at this monument in Addis Ababa, we saw some gatherings as well. People gathered there. They commemorated the sacrifice of Ethiopians which happened in 1937. Thank you for watching.